Hey, Alyssa. I just got word from the company. It was some bad news. They told me Mark had passed away.
Wait, what? Hold on a second. Mark? I know that name. Oh, he was the head of your department, wasn't he? That's awful.
Yeah, that was him. He really looked out for me as soon as I joined the company. Took me under his wing. I owe him a lot. You met him once too, right?
Well, yeah, we sort of met at, a company barbecue party where everyone brought along their family and stuff. But he was still young, wasn't he? Didn't he seem healthy? It's kind of shocking, isn't it? I mean, how did he die so suddenly?
Apparently, he had a heart attack. He was about to go to work, but then he collapsed near his doorway at home and was found like that, on the floor. To have something like that happen, I can't even imagine. His poor wife. She must be miserable right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's really sad.
He was someone I feel a lot of gratitude towards, and I was thinking I'd like to go to the funeral together. You, me, and Henry, to say goodbye. What do you think?
I think that would be great, too. It would be nice to send him off that way. And I would normally go, but I'm sorry. I don't know if I can.
What is it?
I just came down with something, I think. It seems like I have a fever. I've been getting chills, and I have a serious headache. I think it might be the flu.
Oh no, that sucks. I'm sorry. Are you okay? Do you need anything?
I don't know. Just today, I've also had some achiness, and my throat hurts, and I literally can't stop coughing either. I'm worried I might pass on the virus to Henry. He's still small, so if he gets infected and the illness gets worse, it could be bad.
In that case, I can bring him with me, and it'll just be the two of us. That way you can rest easy at home.
Are you sure it's okay? You'll be okay with Henry?
You won't be able to rest if he stays with you. It's fine. Don't worry about us. Just take it easy. I can get you some stuff to make you feel better if you like. Like maybe some ice cream and Jell-O. Some things that are easy to eat. Shall I pick those things up at the store on our way home?
Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you so much. You're a godsend.
Got it. I'll be back soon with all that stuff. You stay warm today and go home early.
Okay, will do. Thanks. Has the funeral ended?
Hi, Alyssa. I wanted to ask you something. You said you had met Mark at the barbecue party, one of the ones where everyone brought their families. I'm remembering that correctly, right? So you weren't lying about that, were you?
No, that's right. Of course I wasn't lying. Why would I lie about that? Remember, you had introduced me to Mark that time. And I remember you said that Mark was in the training department when you joined your current company. You said he taught you a lot since you were a newbie at the time, and he was a senior member there. So yeah, what do you mean? Is that not right?
So the barbecue party was the only time you met him?
Why all the questions? Yeah, I just met him at that party just that one time. It's not every day you get to meet your husband's boss. Our paths never crossed besides that.
Well, at the funeral just now,
What? Did something happen?
Henry saw Mark's portrait on the altar, pointed at it, and said, "Mommy kissed that guy."
What? That's ridiculous. What are you trying to say? You mean you believe him? Of course that didn't happen. Of course I never kissed. Ew, who do you think I am? You think I'd kiss your boss? You can't take anything a toddler says seriously. You know that, right?
I don't understand what he was saying either. It made no sense. But I also got the feeling he wasn't lying. I don't even think he could lie like that, even if he wanted to.
No. You're thinking about it way too much. Kids say all kinds of stuff all the time, whether it's true or not.
But when I do think about it, some things actually start to make sense. You've been acting kind of strange lately, haven't you? You've never really been interested in fashion, or doing your makeup or stuff like that, before now at least. But recently you've been putting makeup on, and dressing differently, like you're trying to grab people's attention, or someone's attention. And you suddenly started spending hundreds of dollars a month at the gym, and went on a diet too. I hadn't been thinking about all of that before this, but, well, you know what they say. When someone starts becoming more careful about their appearance, it's a sign of infidelity.
What? I don't think anyone says that.
Now please, just tell me the truth.
Right, so I suppose there's no point now in trying to convince you otherwise. I hate to speak ill of the dead, but if you insist, I suppose I'll just go ahead and say it. There were, in fact, things that I hid from you. It is true that I had a relationship with Mark. But just let me explain, please. See, Mark forced me to do it. I never wanted to myself. I never had any intention of hurting you. You have to believe me.
What does that mean he forced you to?
The night that we had the barbecue party, I got a call from him. It surprised me. It came out of nowhere. And then he said he had been in love with me as soon as he saw me. He said he and I could get together and that you would be none the wiser. And I said, no, of course. Believe me, I did. I didn't want any part of it. But he wouldn't listen to what I was saying. And he threatened your position at the company. He said if I didn't get together with him, you'd lose your job. So because of that, I couldn't oppose him. I couldn't be the reason that you lost your job like that. Not after you've worked so hard for it.
What the? That's messed up if that's true. Is that the truth?
Yes, it is. Please believe me. It was all his fault.
Okay, I hear you. Just wait a moment, okay? I'll be right back.
Ryan, what is this? Why did you send me this?
You know what it is, and you know I'm showing it to you. Don't pretend like you don't. It's a screenshot of your text messages. An exchange between you and Mark. So, what do you have to say for yourself? I thought you said you were forced into it. But going off of this conversation, all I see is that you willfully cheated on me. And not just once, but continuously. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, what is this? I feel like being naughty today and getting a little messed up. Like, seriously, what am I supposed to make of that? It doesn't sound like anyone's forcing you to do anything at all. It sounds like you're really in the mood there. Hell, you're the one initiating the conversation. And anyway, if what you told me was true, why wouldn't you have just come to me and let me know? I could have helped you if that was the case.
Well, wait. How did you get that stuff?
It was on Mark's phone. I asked his wife and got her to show it to me.
You asked his wife? Oh my God, you're the worst. You went up to a wife who just lost her husband and asked her if her husband had been cheating on her. I can't believe this. You are such a jerk. How could you do that? Do you have no sense at all?
You're not allowed to say that to me, not after what you've done. And you won't distract me from it. Now it all makes sense. You just said you were sick so you would have an excuse to skip the funeral.
No, that's not true. That's not it at all. I really was sick. Really?
Give me a break. You ate everything I brought from the store. The ice cream, the Jell-O, all of it. If you really are sick, then go to the hospital this instant and get seen by a doctor. If you can't do that, then why don't you come over here right now? You have a responsibility to be honest with me and Mark's wife about this.
I told you. I'm too sick to move around right now. I would, but I just can't. I can't go to the hospital or anywhere else right now. I'm too sick.
I see. I understand. So you won't come to the funeral of a man you had to be with so badly that you left your toddler alone in a car?
Wait, what? I never left him alone in the car. That's crazy. What are you talking about?
Henry told me. He called Mark the guy with the big blue car. According to him, you saw the guy with the big blue car often and would kiss him in the car.
Okay, and again, are you really going to trust the words of a 4-year-old? That's what we're going with what a 4-year-old child said. You're going to believe him over me.
Henry's got a better track record than you at this point. When I checked with his wife, it turns out that his favorite car, the one he drove the most, was a blue one. But you already knew that, didn't you? You don't need me to tell you all this. You left our son alone in your car by himself, and then got into Mark's car. So just what the hell were you doing in there, huh? That's right. I suppose I could just go back to your text history again and find out myself, can't I? Just wait a minute. I'll look and then take a screenshot for you, okay?
Quit it! Stop!
That's what I thought. I don't even know what to say. All I can do is sigh in disgust. Of course I can't forgive you for cheating. But that's not even the worst of it. The thing that is most unforgivable is that you dragged Henry into this. What were you thinking, showing a child something like that? If you're going to cheat, at least have the decency to leave our child out of it. No child should be exposed to these sorts of things, and it sets a bad example. And that's not even all you've done. Just now, you tried to pin the blame on Mark, make it out like you had no choice in the matter. Since he isn't here to object, you thought it would work out favorably for you, didn't you? But you can't talk your way out of this one. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to divorce you. And naturally, I will be aiming for full custody of Henry. The courts won't entrust a child to a woman who left him alone in a car while she went somewhere to fool around with some guy who wasn't even her husband. We'll move somewhere else, and I'll start a new life with Henry.
What? No, there's no way I'll let you do that. Damn it! What is wrong with you? You and that dead idiot, too. I told that fool over and over to delete his old text messages, but no, he didn't listen. A total moron. It's all his fault. This wouldn't have happened if he had just listened.
So sorry things didn't go the way you planned. I guess now that you've been cornered, you're showing your true colors, huh?
Fine. Go ahead and do whatever you want. Go ahead and divorce me. You think this is some kind of punishment for me? I'm happy to let go of some of my baggage. I'm free now. Kids are way too much work and they're not even cute. And I don't want a man like you anyway, not with your low salary.
Well, I guess if you have the time to be a sore loser like that, feel free. You'd best look for a job too, though, while you're at it, because you're about to be hit with some legal bills. Seems that Mark's wife used to be a lawyer as well. She said she's eager to help me get every last cent out of you that she can, so you better be ready.
How much do you mean?
She told me I could probably get as much as $35,000.
$35,000? There's no way I could pay that much, you know that. No way, no way, no way. There's no way.
Yup, better start working. Mark's wife says she's only sorry Mark is dead because she can't drag him through the court and embarrass him as well. So you'll have to shoulder the shame for the both of you. On that note, literally everyone at the funeral heard Henry's shocking accusations. I suppose that now he's dead, people aren't going to hang on to all the shameful things that Mark did for too long. They'll probably just be forgotten pretty quickly. But as for you...
Everyone who was there. You're not serious, right? You're lying. Like, at the funeral? You're lying, aren't you?
Nope, not lying. Henry was yelling it at the top of his lungs when we were there. People would have been hard-pressed not to hear it. But the exposing of what you've done starts now. Because some of the people at the funeral are people that live in our neighborhood, and the rumors will probably spread fast.
Please help me. Oh, please, Ryan, do something. Tell them I didn't do it. If you say that, they'll believe you. Please, everyone's going to think I cheated. I'm begging you.
Haha, no one is going to think you cheated. They're going to know you cheated, because you did cheat. Why are you asking me to do something about it? That's not my responsibility. You made your own choices, and there's nothing I or you can do about it now anyway. It's only a matter of time. Now, as they say, rumors spread like wildfire. You get burned up before you know it. Well, it's only that in this case. That wildfire all started with 4 simple words from a toddler. After that, I did a little more digging into what happened. When I looked at Mark's phone again, I found a bunch more pictures of him and Alyssa. There's no mistaking they were cheating together. Thanks to that evidence, along with Henry's stories about being left in the car, I was able to obtain custody of Henry. Now Alyssa has to pay child support every month. There will also be a property settlement, but it's going to be weighted in my favor, thanks to the proof of her infidelity. Ever since, the rumors spread between the people that were at the funeral. Alyssa's been getting cold stares from people in the neighborhood. But she hasn't moved out of there yet because she has no money. So she continues to live in the same house and pretend not to notice everyone staring at her and talking behind her back. In order to pay for the child support, she started working at the gas station part-time. We got married right after Alyssa graduated from college, so she doesn't have a lot of experience working. It looks like things might be a bit rough for her going forward. Meanwhile, Mark's wife is looking to re-energize her practice. Maybe it's because what happened with Alyssa made her lawyer blood stir again. But after taking my case, she's taking the opportunity to really buckle down and start expanding. Actually, her and I have developed a strange camaraderie. Even now, we stay in touch. We sometimes talk on the phone together. It's kind of like that feeling where it seems as if you've fought on the same battlefield together. It becomes something you bond over, somehow. And as for me, I'm a single father now. I've been raising Henry while getting some support from my parents occasionally. They've been a great help to me. And Henry's a good kid. Recently, it seems like he's taken a great interest in cars and trains and other vehicles. Whenever he sees one, he becomes extremely excited, pointing and jumping up and down and saying, "Daddy, look at that." It's so wonderful to see his eyes light up about something like that. As a dad, there's no better feeling. But sometimes when he sees a blue car, he still yells out, "Big blue car." When he says that, my heart starts to pound, and certain memories come back to mind. I can't help but wish he wouldn't say that. But he is, after all, just a kid. He doesn't quite understand.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please press the like button and subscribe to our channel.